Good Lord, Joe. You know, you're getting about as popular as leprosy. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. Joe, listen up. I'm pro pipeline, okay? Pro pipeline. Because my 99 Ranger does not run on unicorn piss, okay? You got it, bro? How you been, guys? Long time no see 'em. Been busy. Keeping Miss Daisy happy. That's my job. Keeping Miss Daisy happy. That's a good job, guys. Come on. Let's face it. Keeping Miss Daisy happy. She's a good girl. I gotta warm this warm this truck up. Yeah, it's 10,000 degrees here in Florida. I'm fixing to do my 2-mile hike. Yeah, I haven't been doing any bee work at all. Back's been bad, I tell you. It's just, I've been, what's the definition of just completely stupid, guys? What is the definition? Is it just repeatedly doing the same thing over and over and over again and getting the same results? That's just a definition of stupid, okay? Plain stupid. And that's where I've been, okay? This back, I've been dealing with it. Been going to a chiropractor for over a year. Like the guy. I mean, I like the guy, but we don't seem to be getting anywhere with this thing. Well, you just, as we age, here's the story. Well, as we age, crap goes to, crap happens, So anyway, yeah. I'm thinking, is there a fix? Well, yeah, there's a fix. We just got to keep adjusting you. Adjusting. And I was feeling pretty good. We started out 3 times a week, and then we did that for a long time. Like I said, this has been, I think, over a year now. I've been fooling around with a chiropractor. And start getting better, right? Now, okay, let's shift to 2 times a week. Go 2 times a week. We did that forever. Then we go, okay, well, let's time 1 time a week. That went pretty good for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, boom, okay, well, let's start back up 2 times a week. And of course, every time I go in, my copay, it was 20, and then I got the insurance outfit says, well, you can do a $10 copay now. So we started doing $10 copay. I think each session was like $65. They're billing the insurance company for how much he gets, I don't know. But the whole deal, he gets $65 for what? If I'm in there, guys, 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes, that's about it. $65 for 6 minutes. So that's not bad money, right? And the waiting room's full of people. They just revolving through there. But, and then it got to where I'm not getting any better. I'm not getting any better. I mean, and actually the last 2 times I went in there, I hurt more coming out than I did going in. I'm going, I told Miss Daisy, I said, this is just plain getting stupid, okay? Plain getting stupid. And I got the tilt table, the teeter-totter tilt table. I've got one of those. Soaking them, buying Epsom salts by, I think, the 55-gallon drums. Not really the small bags, but you know what I mean. I'm just keep soaking in Epsom salt baths, and it does help soothe it. But then, oh man, you just wake up in the morning, just feel like I'm 900 years old getting out of bed and this and that. So I said, you get frustrated, you just get plain frustrated. When your back's out, you just hear the whole world screwed up, Old Steve-O's world was getting bad. So, and I didn't feel like doing much. I didn't want to work the bees. I went out and worked the bees a few times, and oh my God, I just come in and just go right on in. And I wasn't working that many bees. I'd just, do some manipulations out there. stuff I need to do. I need to get out there, and I need to start breaking them apart. I need to do some alcohol washes. I need to, I got to get some scaluters in there. I don't see the Brazilian pepper getting close to popping yet, but it's coming, and I need to get some excluders shoved in there so I can start separating those nests, and so we can, make some honey. Anyway, that hasn't happened. So anyway, I go online. I start hunting. I go online. I asked the man first for help. I asked him. I said, "Please, I need help here. I'm getting to where my walks were hurting and everything." And I went online, and boom, up comes SI joints. SI joints. Huh? You guys know what an SI joint is? SI joint. It's that piece down there. Down here's your tailbone, right? And this big triangular piece sits in between your hip bones, right? And there's a joint between this pie piece and them hip bones is the SI joint. And this dude's saying, most of the back problems we're having, he says, first of all, he says, we have to start with the feet. This guy here I've been going to, guys, has not talked about feet at all. I had some knee issues. The sciatic issue was coming out down my butt cheek, into my leg, into my quad, into my knee, into my calf. And my knee would wake up. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, guys, just pain in my knee. I'd have to get up, start walking around. I'd get on a tilt table. And sometimes I'd get up 1 o'clock at night and go in and soak in a hot tub with Epsom salts. And that would relieve me. And I could go back, almost fall asleep in the tub. And I'd go back and I could get it the rest of the night's sleep. But this whole thing, screwed up. Anyway, I'm sure millions of you guys out there are in the same boat I'm in. Been through 400 wars, work injury wars and whatnot, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, the dude was talking about the SI joint, that in between. And he said that is a lot of people's back issues. And he said and he started talking about the feet. If your feet aren't aligned correctly, it throws off the entire mechanics of the body. So, the light bulb comes on, right? So, he said, look at your shoes. I went and got my shoes, and they're wore off on the outside. I was walking weird with my foot like this because I'm not in freaking alignment. So the side, he said, if those shoes are worn on that outside edge or worn anywhere on there, you're not tracking properly. You're not tracking properly, and you need to get some go to a foot guy and get correction inserts if you need them. Get that straightened around. So I did. I went and set up an appointment with the Good Feet store. So I went down there and checked them out and ended up spending $400. I could have spent $600 and something there, but I ended up getting out of there with $400 and something. And he said, and then if I wanted to go with the really super duty ones, the inserts, the ones after you get the correction made, to put the really super duty good inserts in, they were $600. But he said, all the money you've spent now on what I'm giving you now, I will credit you for those inserts. And the beauty part, he said, of those inserts, if they wear out or show damage, you call me. I have your address. I will drop you in a pair and shoot them to your house. No shipping, free shipping to you. And I told him, I said, listen, I'm at the point now, well, I'm going to try anything. He said, well, he had this little box deal with paper he pulls out, and you stand up, put your foot beside this box, and you put your heel down just like you're going to walk, and he did this. Then he does your other foot. Then he pulls them out. Those two pictures go into your file. They set up a file for you at Good Feet store, okay? So if you call in or anything, you give them your phone number, boom, or your name, whatever, boom, it pops up. They got your whole record there. They got your footprint. And then later down the road, once you get this correction from these inserts done, you come in, they'll do another imprint and show you your progress and all that. He said, I'm going to call you. I told him about my back issues. He says, I'll tell you what, we're going to get you squared away. Because I'm telling you right now, you're not tracking correctly, and these inserts I'm going to put in are going to correct that issue. So I said, man, this is going to be good if it works, because I've done everything. I've done everything, and this, you know. So I got the feet squared away. I'm liking it. What they do, they give you a hard insert, it's a plastic hard insert, and it's kind of got a fairly good crown where your arch goes. All right, but he said, I'm going to put these in. I said, well, he said, what are you doing the rest of the day? I said, well, me and Miss Daisy are going to go to the mall over here. We were right beside Countryside Mall. We hadn't been in there in years. We're going to walk the mall. He said, great, go over there, leave these inserts in. I'm giving you the other inserts. And he gives you a timetable on this thing. You start out with a half an hour. These inserts go in. He said, I don't want you wearing these all day now. No. Just for the first half hour, for the first day, I want you to put them in for a half hour. Then you're going to switch the inserts or put these other inserts in another pair of shoes that you like, do you use. That's the other thing. I bought New Balance shoes from him. I said, well, I wear New Balance. I said, I love them. He said, yeah, but the New Balance you have, they come in different grades, and the New Balances that you have on are a lower quality. I said, yeah, I paid $55 for them. They used to be $49. He said, yeah, but they're a lower quality. Let me show you why. And he picked them up. He bent them. He bent the whole shoe. He picked up his New Balances. He said, you can't bend these. There's a rod and there's a reinforcement right down the center of these puppies. He said, you ain't gonna bend them. So they want a stiff bottom platform on them, but then the insert thing you put in gives it an arch, keeps your arch going and corrects your alignment, okay? So it's pretty cool the way they got it worked out. But each day, he gives you a little chart there. He put them right in the box with an insert. You increase by a half hour. It's up to 8 hours. Now, I didn't ask you what happens after 8 hours of wearing these things, but I'm not even there yet. Today, this happened it was Wednesday. Yeah, it was Wednesday when I went in. So I'm only here on Sunday today. So I'm up to I think it's 2.5 hours. So this whole hike today, up down this causeway here back, that'll be it for these inserts for the day. And then the other thing too, he says, well, what do you do when you don't have shoes on? You run around the house. You run around barefooted? I said, a lot of times. Don't do that. Do not do that. No. Take some good cotton socks or whatever and put on socks. Do not run around your floor with bare feet. That's what he said. That's what he told me. I said, I'm going to believe whatever you're telling me. I'm going to do whatever you tell me, because I need help. He said, we're going to fix you. So that is that. Now I've got one more trick that I discovered, and I'm really liking, guys. I am really liking this trick here, and you will too. All right. The next trick is this thing right here, guys. There it is. Now I got the large one. They come small, medium, large, and extra large right there. And I'll hold that steady, and you can probably see the sizes on it. Sorolla belt. I'm loving this thing, guys. I've got it on right now, and I'm not going to strip down and show you this. Okay. We're not going to get naked out here at the park now. But I'll tell you guys, this thing, they got the, here's the deal, and here's how you wear this thing right here. The instructions are here with this. I'm really liking this thing. And what this thing does, it was $50 I got it on Amazon Prime. Of course, this belt, I mean, you know, what is it? It's probably a $20 belt. It's well made. This thing has got some super good Velcro on it. It's not your goofy Velcro, you know, where you got the hooks and then you got the wiry hair looking stuff, the hooks. This has got a totally different type of Velcro with it, okay? But it shows you here putting the thing on. It shows you here putting this thing on and all. But if you go out there and pull this thing up online and check it out, and there's videos on it too. This thing, what it does, it supports your whole hip area. And here's the beauty of this thing. You can wear this thing, guys. You can wear this thing 24/7. Now, this guy's showing it here on top of his pants. I don't know who would walk around town with this thing hanging out like this, but you can go either way with this. You can put it on over top of your pants. Mine, I put it on over my underwear. I don't think it would hurt at all, though. The way this thing feels and all, put it on bare skin. I really don't think it hurt. But this thing is so cool because it pulls in and supports your hips and puts pressure, a slight bit of pressure. It's adjustable with the Velcro, and you don't overdo this. You don't overdo it with the pressure at all. You take the belt, and there's a emblem here on it, right there. Sorolla emblem right there. And that goes on the outside, but all the extra goes underneath. So you pull this Sorolla emblem over, and then you pull it back. You got the center, and then you pull the rest of this material underneath, and then you pull it like this. So that locks it on. And then there's side what there is there's side Velcros. You adjust it. They're just flapping around here. They're hooked in the back, but they're coming around, and they're elastic. So you pull on those, and you pull them up and attach to the sides here to adjust it. I'm telling you what, guys, this thing is fantastic. This morning, I felt great. We've been doing this now. I got this thing Friday. Friday it came in. Okay, today's Sunday. I'm already feeling great. I told Miss Daisy, I said, after all this screwing around, I told her after all this screwing around with this thing, actually for years, I stumbled onto this myself. Now, why in the world, if you're going to a chiropractor, I'd go in there, how you doing today? I said, well, it's pretty good for a while, up and down with this thing. Yeah, well, yeah, let's get you on the table. Let's get you, well, yeah, you're pretty stiff. You're pretty tight down there. Never said anything about SI joints, sciatic joints. Never said anything about that. Never said anything about my feet. No, never took a look at my shoes. Now, wouldn't you, if you were in the business, chiropractic business, you're supposed to be looking at everything from the base of your skull all the way to your feet, right? Never looked at nothing below my friggin' L5, which is the last one plugging into that SI joint. Never looked at nothing below other than the X-ray. Yeah, you've got L5 issues there. Well, I've known I've had L5 issues for a long time. But what, you know, it was never, let's try to get this thing fixed so you can operate, you know. I told him, I said, I'm a beekeeper. I have got to be functional. This back has got to work. We got to do something, because I'm not giving up beekeeping, all right? But I had to give up beekeeping because my back wasn't working. I was in so much pain, it was unreal. Guys, right now, I am not going to go out and work bees for a few more days, probably another week. But right now, I feel like I can go out and work bees. I'm feeling it with my walks. Yesterday, it was raining, lightning flying everywhere. I came down here to do my hike. I started down this causeway, and I could see lightning bolts coming my way. And I said, no, this ain't happening. So I went on back. I went to the mall and started walking that mall. They've got those vibrating massage chairs. I jumped in there, jumped in that massage chair. I was getting fairly tight. Jumped in, loosened right up. I walked that mall about 3 times, the whole length of that mall 3 times. And I'm telling you guys, between this Sorolla belt and these friggin' shoe inserts, Steve-O's going to be back on track. Yeah. So, yeah, I just thought I'd give you a quickie video on what Steve-O's been doing. I know I haven't been out here putting out any videos, but I'm still buying expensive gasoline. I just absolutely, the stupidity on all of this is just absolutely crazy, guys. We're gonna have to start watching who what's going on, who's doing what to who, and why, and all that. Yeah, and get this diet right. Get the diet right. That's the other thing, guys. It's unbelievable what's going on. Another one of my wife's girlfriends has got to go and have a double mastectomy. Yeah, and I don't know if she's been watching any of my videos. She has in the past. I don't know how many she watched or whatever, but she told Miss Daisy to tell me that she's very happy. She's lost, I think she said 34 pounds on a keto diet. And I said, I told her, she hollered at, Miss Daisy hollered at me, told me, I said, that sounds great. Now tell her to go full carnivore. And she said something, and of course they had to both giggle and laugh, but yeah, but the poor thing, she's got to go in and have double mastectomy now. And this all stems, guys, and they're running, big pharma, big medical, just loves it, that we can do double mastectomies and cancer treatments, and on, and on, and on, with this stupid nonsense, all corrupt government, corrupt big pharma, doing this to poor innocent people. In other words, sugar is like, we all know that sugar and cancer are buddies, okay? We all know this. But none of them in the high command are talking this. No. And it's just, they go hand in hand. The government, big pharma, big ag, all of them are all tied in together. They love it. They're control freaks. We don't need control freaks, guys. We need to be doing our own thing. I can just be let these people control me and just keep running in and out of these big pharma. I can keep, for the pain, back pain, I can run in there and just get more, which I've never done. I've never done that. They ask you want pain medication. No. I don't want brain cancer either. And that's the second thing you get after you give me that pill. And they all giggle. Like I'm like, yeah, right. Steve, you're crazy. You're nuts, Steve-O. You don't know what you're talking about. I do know what I'm talking about. These people are corrupt. They're crazy. They're control freaks. We don't need none of them. We need to do our own thing. We need to get on a proper human diet and stop listening to these fools taking us down this stupid path, this Green New Deal, this whole, Green New Deal, Take that and shove it where the light don't shine, okay? This earth is doing what it's always done for billions and billions of years. It heats, it cools, it heats and cools. Okay, we're in a little bit of a heat period right now, okay? It may get even hotter, guys. It may get hotter. Yeah. But like Miss Daisy was saying, she said, was talking about global warming, that mankind has caused global warming. She says, yeah, I believe that about as much, she said, as a varroa mite doing heavy devastation to a bull elephant's African bull elephant's ass. She said, that's about as much damage a rollimite's going to do on a bull elephant's ass. And I said, boy, where did you come up with that one, Miss Daisy? She said, well, that's what they want us to believe, okay? That's the kind of shenanigans they want us to believe. I'm not buying it. And I said, what we are buying is, Miss Daisy, is shows expensive gas. She said, yeah, that's a farce. And the narrative they're pushing is a farce. I said, how did you know that, Miss Daisy? How do you know that? She says, because I have friggin' common sense. I said, whoa, Miss Daisy. Settle down, girl. Settle down. All right, guys. Enough of Miss Daisy. I don't want to get her upset. I'm already sweating, guys. I just turned the AC back on. It's 1,000 degrees here, but I got to get on this hike and get her done. I will see you soon, and if you have some back issues, check out those two things. Check your feet, check your alignment on the feet. Go to a good place like that. I tell you what, Good Feet store. I don't know how many states they're in. I don't know how many states these people are in, but they were good people. You know, they're not giving this stuff away, but they're selling shoes, they're selling inserts, they're going to get you your feet tracking correctly. I can tell they're not full of it, guys. Just for the few days I've been doing this, my alignment's coming around online. Things are working. This morning was this roller belt, guys. You can wear it while you're sleeping. It doesn't cause atrophy. What do they call it? Muscle atrophy. I think that's the way you say it. Like a weightlifter's belt. If you put a weightlifter's belt on, and those back braces they used to put on people years ago, Big Pharma, those things there will cause muscle problems, because the big thing they're putting around you is the stiffener to where your muscles used to be the stiffener, right? This thing does not. This belt, Sorrel belt, doesn't do that. All it's designed to do is push in your hips a little bit. You don't go crazy with the pressure now. Just a little pressure on it. That helps those joints stay tight. They're held together with tendons in there. Those tendons get all tweaked out. These come into where they can start repairing themselves and fixing the issue and keeping that structure strong. That's what we want. And you can wear this thing 24/7, and that's what I've been doing. It says right on it. One guy said, he said, I swim with mine on. Well, I don't think, and to wash it, all you do is mild soap and water, and you, all you do there is mild soap and water and let it air dry. That's all you do. So anyway, that's it, guys, for today. Check it out if you got issues, and I will see you soon. We'll get into some beehives real soon. Hopefully get into some hunting real soon. See ya.